Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Sini. If you like to spend time on IKEA, you might know one of their special and iconic shark toy, Plahats. Plahats is an IKEA shark soft toy. They are popular among Plahats fans, and if you don't have one, I recommend you to go to the nearest IKEA to get one of your own. If you see Plahats on YouTube, chances are they are accompanied by a VTuber named Rin Penrose from VTuber company Idle Corp.
I want to make one thing clear here. The IKEA shark thing is not a joke, it is my entire life.
Rin is one of VTuber with the fastest growth on YouTube, even featured by YouTube themselves for her high-quality YouTube shorts. If you start watching VTuber in 2020, If you start watching VTuber in 2023, there's a very high chance that Rin is one of the first VTuber you see. Meanwhile, Idle Corp is a VTuber company with, in my opinion, very good reputation. My first impression on them was when YouTube started to demonetize clip channels this year, which my sub-channel was one of the channels they struck on. Idle Corp started recruiting those channels to work and get paid under them at YouTube's rate. So they were basically paying what YouTube took from clip channels. Which make this announcement feels like a Half-Life 3 announcement, at least for me. It's surprising, and no one expected the sudden news coming from Idle Corp's Twitter account. Important notice regarding the termination of Idle talent, Riro Ron. Thank you for your continued support of Idle and our talents. We would like to inform you that we have terminated our contract with Idle Project star talent Riro Ron. So the reasons of the termination are those points: misuse of controlled substance during live stream performance, soliciting fans during live stream members' content for private offline meetings, meeting with a fan in person and accepting gifts from said fan in the total value of thousands of dollars, and conducting a secretive relationship with member of the Idol management team who has also been terminated upon confirmation of these details. I'm going to borrow this from False ID's coverage on this topic. If you want more objective coverage without my garbage opinion, then you should check him out. I'll link his video in the description below. So this is what they mean by controlled substance, right? This $250 and I take my silly pill. Apparently she's just playing with the sleeping pills as part of her medication, but instead of taking it normally, she makes it part of the stream to make things interesting, which I think is a sign of a good streamer. Apparently, Idol has issues with the wording of the silly pills that her manager messaged her during the stream to remove the text, which I think is also a reasonable request as a company with reputation to help. And then soliciting fans during live stream members' content, which basically is a screenshot. So she were basically brainstorming ideas with viewers, and one of it is an offline meeting with these requirements. No minors, love the Riro, don't get jealous, Riro is Minano Idol. Be respectful and thankful with Riro. Riro chooses if some wish come true or do something mal instead. You must be familiar with Not Riro, being her human, the person behind the Riro. This serum project is top secret, do not talk with other people about trip or experience, perks the possibility to meet up with Not Riro and more. So I think, yeah, this crossed the line. I think she is the wrong in this one, because as an agency VTuber you sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, to not reveal anything about yourself. So she's basically talking on stream about her intention to breach NDA, and I think that's a bad thing even as a joke. And then meeting up with a fan in person, it's absolute point for Idol, because even for real life streamers, it's stupid to meet up with fans without protection from your agency. It takes one psycho fan to get stabbed or shot, which basically already happened multiple times in the past in Japan or US. And then conducting a secretive relationship. I think Rory deserves to be with whoever she wants as long as she can stay professional. Every agency who forbid their talents to get into relationship behind the screen got a negative point in my eyes. Some of you might say, "But Sini, it's in the contract, it's idol culture. No relationship when you work as an idol." Yeah, and I think that's a stupid contract and stupid culture. Yeah, on one side I agree that when you sign a contract, you must follow anything that's written in the contract at all costs. But on the other side, the contract itself is malicious at best, because I think when you can separate between your professional life and personal life, you can do anything you want in your personal life. Like, that's the whole point of being a VTuber, right? So that people won't pry on your personal life. And with the word secretive relationship, I think she handled it perfectly well, because she knows she don't need to go publicly with her relationship and keep it as a secret. I think that's a good thing as a streamer. Rory should not be in the front for this. Those are the points that I want to share my opinion. Overall, if you ask me if she deserves the termination or not, the third point alone is enough for her to get terminated. This case reminds me to Uruha Rusia from Hololive, where Cover handled it perfectly well by stating that they don't care if Rusia got into a relationship as long as she keeps professional. But when she broke NDA, it's instant termination. And by the way, I'm a big fan of Rusia too, still am. But I'm speaking about this as objective as I can. So that's it for this video. Leave a like or dislike and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to my VTuber children and my commissioner during this period. Send me requests on VGen if you like a commission from me. Bye bye!